So if you'd like, just go ahead and close your eyes. And let's take a few deep breaths, breathing at your own rhythm, your own pace. Nice, full, complete inhalation, really filling the lungs up all the way to the top. And then a nice, full, complete exhalation. Exhaling out all the way down to the bottom of the lungs. And do that 2 or 3, 4 times on your own. And with each exhalation, allow your body to soften and relax. Bring your attention especially to your forehead, right above the eyebrows, softening those muscles, softening the eyes, allowing the jaw to relax, allowing the teeth to separate even though the mouth's closed, allowing the jaw to relax a little more. And then letting your shoulders release down and away from the ears. And go ahead and allow your breathing to come back to its normal rhythm, soft and easy, without any thought. And today we're going to read from page 76 of the Big Book. And this is the beginning, and this really is one of the shortest areas of the Big Book on the steps. We're going to read about step 6 and step 7 and bring our attention there to an idea that's emphasized over and over. So this is from page 76, the Big Book, Alcoholics Anonymous. We have emphasized willingness as being indispensable. Are we now ready to let God remove from us all the things which we have admitted are objectionable? Can He now take them all, every one? If we still cling to something we will not let go, we ask God to help us be willing. When ready, we say something like this: My Creator, I am now willing that you should have all of me, good and bad. I pray that you now remove from me every single defective character which stands in the way of my usefulness to you and my fellows. God, grant me strength as I go out from here to do your bidding. Amen. I'd like to bring our attention to that idea of willingness. Being willing, being ready to let God remove these defects of character. Willing to allow God to have all of us, good and bad, understanding that He loves us just as we are. But that idea of willingness, let's use that idea, that concept, allow the essence of that word to fall into us. Willing. Am I willing? Allow me to be willing. Willingness. And just during this time, if you find yourself drifting off with a thought, a noise, a distraction, as you surely will many times, just very gently and without judgment, bring it back to that idea of, help me to be willing. Willing. We ask God to help us be willing. Willing to let go of some of those ideas, those defects, those things that still haunt us. Let those go. Give those over. Take that away. God, allow me to be willing to let go. Allow me to be willing to have you remove that. Maybe even creating in our mind, our hands sticking out, palms up, and whatever it is that we're still holding on to. Some defect that causes us issues, even though we've been working the program well. Something that we're just not willing to release. Imagine your hands closed around that. Hanging on to that defective character. God, allow me to be willing willing to allow you to take it away. And just imagine opening your hand and turning it over and allowing it to go away, allowing it to fall, to release it. Allow me to be willing. Giving it over to our higher power. I'm now willing that you should have all of me. God, help me to be willing. In meditation, 12 of 12 tells us debate has no place. You're having a hard time with this concept. That's okay. Just try and be open to the idea of being willing to let go of those things that still cause us challenge, cause us dismay. God, help us to be willing. I am now willing. Willing that you should now remove from me every single defect of character which stands in the way of my usefulness to you and my fellows. I am now willing. Help me to be willing. Help me to be willing. And as we sit quietly with this idea of being willing to let go, what we're really talking about is surrender. So let's change our focus to that idea. We're willing to surrender, put our fists down, to open up and let go of those defects that are holding us and that we're holding on to. And we're bringing our attention not only to be willing, but to surrender. To let go. God, help us to be willing. My Creator, I am now willing that you should have all of me. Please remove from me every single defective character which stands in the way of my usefulness to you and my fellows. Help me to be willing. And if you find yourself drifting away, thought, distraction, maybe off into the quiet, that's fine. Just as soon as you notice, very gently, without judgment, bring yourself back to our focal point. To be willing, willingness. God, help me to be willing. Help me to release these challenges that I face. Help me to be willing. Help me be willing. Help me to release these character defects, these areas of my life that I find objectionable or challenging. Help me to be willing to let you take them away. Help me to be willing. Help me to be willing. As we get closer to bringing this period to a close, let's listen to the words of that 7-step prayer one more time and sit with them for just a moment before we finish. My Creator, I am now willing that you should have all of me, good and bad. I pray now that you remove from me every single defect of character which stands in the way of my usefulness to you and my fellows. Grant me strength as I go out from here to do your bidding. Amen.